I started Safe Place because I want every pregnant woman who goes, "Oh no, what am I going to do?" to know that they are not alone. I wanted to assure them that there are people around them that will support and provide the real help that they need. The mission of Safe Place is to empower unsupported pregnant women to make life-giving choices. Every woman has the strength and the resilience within them, and sometimes they just need the support around them. I believe that there is a community around them who can do that. Volunteers and staff work tirelessly behind the scenes to make that happen, but the true heroes of Safe Place are the mothers. And here are their stories.
I occasionally go rock climbing. So I go and practice on the holds there. I can only climb up to V3. It's also like really peaceful. It is a tough story to tell. It all started when I was irresponsible. I was going through a lot mentally, physically. I was not well. Yeah, so somehow or other I ended up in the hospital, right? The nurses asked me to take a test to see if I was pregnant. So that's where like it hit me lah, essentially, that I screwed up really badly. I have no job, I just graduated school, I have no money to my name, and now there is a child. I had to go back home and hide my pregnancy from my father because he was the kind that was very quick to anger. So for my safety, for the safety of the child growing inside of me, I had to leave the house. Safe Place gave and gave and gave. Gave me time to mentally heal from the, I would say, almost trauma from being pregnant. They helped me fix my relationship with my then boyfriend, now husband. Sometimes I look at my son and I'm like, what if I had aborted you? That would have been such a waste. I'm so grateful for him, He's like the reason why life has so much more meaning now. Safe Place wise, I just hope to see that they continue. All this wouldn't have been possible if not for the help. I'm really, really grateful for it. So, thank you.
I used to play basketball during my teenage years. I was representing the school team. I won Seagulls Division when I was around 15 years old at that point of time. I think that's basically the only award. After that, I graduated. The childhood trauma was me finding out my mom. All this while I thought home was my sister. It's actually my mother. She had me at the age of 14 or 15, and I didn't know that because I thought my grandparents were my parents. A lot of times I've been on my own because I'm basically the youngest. So hence I spend a lot of my time outside with my friends. I became pregnant in 2019. Back then I was worrying, what if Child Protection Service took my child away from me? It's kind of a painful process to go through because I don't have a stable job, I don't have anywhere to stay, I don't have any support from my family members. So that's when I found Jennifer, and she brought me into Safe Place. I know it's a shelter for those supporting pregnant women. Without their help, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't even have put my life in order and gotten married to my husband. My life now is beautiful, hectic. I believe what they did has changed a lot of lives. So keep on doing what they are doing. Because with Safe Place around, I see a lot of women empowering themselves.
I think ever since I was in secondary school, when the bulk of studying was happening, I just got a lot into note taking. I realized that I like to pen things down, anything. So if it was a train of thoughts or if it was a problem that I couldn't solve, it always went into a Venn diagram. something that I could visualize, or like pros and cons list at a glance. It makes more for efficiency rather than just having the same problem running around in your head. So when I first found out I was pregnant, I didn't know what to do. But once I had written down that I could keep, abort, or adopt, it made sense. So writing everything down was my version of videoing my brain thinking. It was just all on paper. In my religion, Buddhism, we believe in reincarnation. What if I aborted him and he didn't reincarnate, and I was only supposed to have that one child? I would have been childless for the rest of my life just because of one foolish mistake when I was younger. So everybody told me to abort, everybody told me to think again, you're gonna regret, it's very difficult. Yes, it's difficult. I have cried my fair share, I have bled. So eventually, when I was 12 weeks pregnant, I was kicked out of my house. Safe Place offered a lot of emotional support. There were constant volunteers checking in on how you are. It's like living on cloud 9, really on cloud 9, literally just in the clouds. To walk out of negativity and to walk into sunshine. That was what Safe Place was. It was a safe heaven. What Safe Place gave me was their time. And time is something that we can never get back. So to me, what they gave me was priceless. They gave me a piece of myself that I never knew I had. They gave me the courageous side of me. They empowered me to keep my child, to help me live with no regrets. They have literally single-handedly saved my child. And I hope that following this, Safe Place can continue to empower others. And one day, I would like to give the same.
The work of Safe Place goes beyond ourselves. When you hear the stories of the women, they're not just wanting help for themselves. Many of them desire better futures for their families as well as their children. The work of Safe Place for me is one of those things that I have found that can go on even after I die, that will outlive me, and that people that I will never get to meet can still enjoy. And I think that is one of the most fulfilling things. And that is why I won't give up, because I have found something that is bigger than myself. And I have been privileged enough to also partner with men and women everywhere who have also found that purpose. And they also say, I want to do something that is bigger than myself. The work of Safe Place is extremely challenging. We're dealing with the lives of people. We're dealing with future generations. Safe Place is committed to journey for as long as needed with all of these women. But we can't do this alone. It needs a community. As long as you are willing, you can be part of Safe Place. And as long as you have a need, we will support you.